Valentine's Day is meant to be filled with love, chocolates and candlelit dinners. But in the twisted world of Hard Eyes, romance takes a backseat to terror. When a masked serial killer turns, slaughtering another couple. The film opens at a winery in Seattle. A couple are in a romantic setting where Patrick decides to propose to Adeline. Although she accepts, Patrick is annoyed when he hears the photographer that he hired failed to get a good shot of the proposal. Nico is then stabbed through the face by a masked killer, Hard Eyes. The killer then fires an arrow at Patrick's head, prompting Adeline to run. She runs inside the facility, where Hard Eyes kills a security guard before locking her inside. A great press machine that crushes her completely. News spreads about Hard Eyes' arrival in Seattle, as he has previously terrified other cities, like Boston on Valentine's Day, by targeting couples in love. Meanwhile, an ad designer named Ally McCabe is getting coffee with her best friend and co-worker, Monica, when Ally meets a handsome and charming stranger, Jay Simmons. They chat after ordering the same coffee. But things get awkward when they accidentally butt heads. The second time, with Ally accidentally giving Jay a bloody nose. Ally scurries off to work in embarrassment. At work, Ally and Monica's boss choose Ally out for coming up with a pitch for a perfume ad that shows famously doomed couples, Romeo and Juliet, Jack and Rose, Bonnie and Clyde, by many on social media as being in extremely poor taste, which is ill-timed given the string of Hard Eyes murders and is seen. Crystal brings in Jay, who happens to be a new part of the company, to help fix things. Jay invites Ally to dinner, strictly for work purposes, which she accepts. Monica then takes Ally out to shop for a new outfit. Detectives Zeke Hobbs and Janine Shaw arrive at the winery to investigate the murders. They find a wedding band with the initials JS, and Shaw determines that Hard Eyes must be playing out a sick kink in the way he executes his victims. Hard Eyes is later reported to have killed 2 people at a spa. Ally goes to a restaurant to meet with Jay. They get into a chat about how Jay believes in love and hopes to find the right person, while Ally is bitter and cynical after being dumped by her boyfriend and seeing him on social media all the time with his new girlfriend. After Ally gets too harsh, Jay leaves. Ally runs after him with remorse, but then grabs and kisses him just as she sees her ex-Colin and his new girlfriend Sienna. They mention that they were supposed to be on a double date with Patrick and Adeline. She pretends she and Jay are together just before Colin and Sienna enter the restaurant. Ally and Jay then hop in an Uber to go home. The driver stops at Ally's apartment, but she loses her key. Jay helps her break the glass into the building but gets a nasty cut on his hand. Ally brings him to her apartment to patch him up, but they are attacked when Hard Eyes pops out of Ally's closet. He almost stabs Jay, but Ally smashes a lamp on the killer's head before they run away. They try to run back to the car, but Hard Eyes kills the driver with one of his arrows. Ally and Jay run toward a park where Hard Eyes emerges and knocks Jay out. Ally runs and heads to a carousel, where the killer tries to get her, but Ally manages to shove him off. The police arrive, with Hobbs declaring that Hard Eyes has been captured. Ally finds Jay in the back of the cop car, where Hobbs and Shaw have mistakenly believed him to be Hard Eyes. He is just upset that Ally ditched him and left him for dead. At the police station, Ally meets David, an IT guy who recognizes her from Bumble. He makes a poorly conceived attempt to shoot his shot with her, but she says it's not the best time since she's being chased by a killer. Ally tries to get the station clerk, Fran Bronwyn Bradley, to check on Jay while he's being interrogated by Hobbs and Shaw, since they think the ring found at the winery belongs to him. Ally also grabs an American flag pole and arms herself in case Hard Eyes pops out. The lights in the station go out and Shaw goes to check on things. Fran gets impaled with the flagpole and Ally runs. The detectives go out to confront Hard Eyes, but Shaw is knocked out while Hobbs takes a machete to the balls before getting his throat slashed. Ally runs to get the keys and free Jay so they can escape. The two run towards a drive-in and realize, too late, that they have lured Heart Eyes to an all-you-can-kill buffet of couples. Ally and Jay hide in a van being occupied by a hippie couple, who think that the two are engaging in kinky roleplay with them while the couple has sex. Ally and Jay talk about how Ally watched her parents have a happy marriage until her dad passed away, and things were never the same for her mom. She also apologizes to Jay for abandoning him earlier. The hippies then get too loud, which draws Heart Eyes to them. He kills both of them by shoving a tire iron through their mouths. And Ally and Jay run. Heart Eyes begins to slaughter more people until Ally and Jay resolve to end things right there. They grab the tire iron and fight. Heart Eyes. Ally hits him over the head with a propane tank before Jay impales him with a machete. Ally then barfs on Heart Eyes' corpse since she cannot handle blood. Jay unmasks him and he turns out to be some random guy named Eli. Medics arrive to take care of Ally and Jay. He leaves her with his number in case she wants to talk to him again, and Shaw gives Jay a ride to the airport so he can go to a friend's wedding. Ally goes home but calls Monica and says that she regrets blowing it with Jay, since she has started to fall for him. Monica encourages her friend to go to the airport and tell Jay how she feels before it's too late. Ally makes it to the airport but doesn't find Jay. She gets a phone call from an unknown number. It's the real Heart Eyes, very much alive and telling Ally that he is Jay. He orders Ally to meet them at a nearby chapel. There, Ally finds them and finds that Heart Eyes is David, the IT guy. Except he wasn't working alone, and his accomplice was Detective Shaw. They are a couple with a sick fetish for hunting and killing couples. And Eli was just some weird fanboy that wanted in on the murders. It was Shaw's wedding band left at the winery, and the two tell Ally and Jay who killed who throughout the night. Shaw makes Ally pick up a gun with one bullet and choose to kill either herself or Jay. Ally grabs the gun and tells Jay that she honestly developed feelings for him that night. Ally then shoots Jay through the shoulder so that the bullet can hit Shaw in the gut. David attacks, but gets an arrow through the eye courtesy of Jay, before he falls into a bunch of candles and gets burned. Shaw tries to finish Ally, but she stabs Shaw in the neck with a metal straw before tackling her and causing her to get beheaded by a sword on the statue of Saint Valentine. David is still sort of alive until Jay fires one last arrow into his head. 1 year later, Ally and Jay have worked together on the most successful campaign for their company, and they have become a couple. They go back to the same drive-in where they fought. Heart Eyes. Jay asks Ally if she would like to move in with him, but she brings out a ring and proposes marriage to him. He accepts and they kiss. During the credits, Ally gets a mysterious phone call, but it's just a friend pranking her. Thanks for watching, see you on the next video.